Good morning, everybody. It's Yeti Man here. Today, I want to talk about propagation of ginseng. Now, there's two ways you can do that. You can go find a ginseng dealer, usually state certified, or find ginseng in your ginseng location and transplant seed there. I do not recommend taking ginseng seed. Sorry for the troll train car, everybody. I do not recommend taking seed from the spot or the forest that you're foraging in on private land, simply because you will see a decrease in your ginseng population if you do that. But what I do recommend is that you dig some 3-prong, 2 5-leaf, 1 3-leaf, and you just get these littler roots, see? And right now we're on a 90-degree slope at a piece of private land of a friend of mine. Yes, we're pretty close to a county road, but it's okay because this product is right in his back door. What we're trying to do here is we're not creating this ginseng to dig from in the future. What we're doing is we're creating a big patch of seed so that we can take from this spot and plant down this hill and up this hill and all along the rest of the side of this bench in this mountain here. So what we got here is about 20 plants, okay? And what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to put these little turkeys in the ground, all right? Again, I have about 20 decent 3-prong, first year 3-prong plants. They're small roots. They're not something you want to sell, and they're definitely not something you want to consume as medicine because you want much older roots. Now, we are going to plant some older roots in here, just not today. The other thing is if you're a ginseng digger or a steward of the forest and you're propagating ginseng for people or for yourself on private land, keep in mind that the bigger plants you put out, you're going to have a berry production the next season, more than likely. If you put it in a good spot and the critters don't get all your ginseng roots or whatever may happen to transpire in the next year, you'll have seeds to plant the following year. Now, when you do seeds, you're not going to see any ginseng berries or even any plant product that's going to be available to harvest for at least up to 15 years. So this is a very patience-driven craft. It's not something that happens overnight. You got to be willing to invest your entire life into this and for generations to come. So that's what we're doing here. We're investing in generations of berries to come for future generations of family, friends, and other fellow stewards of the forest. Okay, give me just 1 second to set up and then we'll get started. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we picked out a pretty good spot on a pretty good slope. We've got Christmas ferns up here above us, which is something that ginseng loves to grow by. I've got mugwort all over here on this side of the hill and below me. And I also have those little red berry bushes that we talked in the previous video. If you want to check that out, please go over and watch the last video. So we have pretty much 3 or 4 out of the 7 things that we really need. And as far as the soil goes, we have very rocky but amazingly deep. I can just stick my hand down there, see? It's beautiful, but because it's slippy or has, what's the word I'm looking for? It has, here's a dang mugwort root right here. It has slippage to it, and it seems to always want to go down the hill. The other thing is we're in a drainage right here. It goes down right here behind me. So we want to batten something with it. So we're going to take this debris that we just created, we're going to push it up the hill, all right? Because we want to create a foot. We're just going to push all that debris, and we're going to take a stone. I hope I'm getting that on camera right. We're going to get a couple more stones, and we're going to just prop that guy up like that, okay? Let me adjust the camera just slightly. Okay, we got our rock batten, right? We got all this beautiful gravel here. We're just going to take a couple ginseng roots. And if you a ginseng digger, you know that here's the top and this is the bottom of the root. And we're just going to carve out a little back right here, and we're just going to lay them where they're pointing up and down. It's important that you don't crush these bottom roots, because the root will curl on itself and it'll just be it'll be a mess to dig. So we want to just lay them in there like this and put them about 4 inches apart. Not too bad. You also want to try to do this during the wet season in the fall. We're just going to put 4 pretty decent teenage rootlets right there, okay? They're in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, all right? Sorry, I'm not working with the tripod today. And then we're going to take some of this debris that we had, move a few of these rocks that were bigger out of the way. And we're just going to do that. And we're just going to pat it down. Just like that, see? Simple, easy, and done. Now, hopefully next season, and we'll shoot a video. I'll be here come September to see if these plants have produced berries. So it's very important that you follow along, you old Yeti man. All right, give me another second. We'll set up another spot. Just again, we're going to get our roots. We got us a step here. Let's get our roots. Take a little bit of this top gravel. Remember, our ginseng that we just planted, the 4 is right here. We're just going to put a little soil in there above that rock. Doesn't need a whole lot. Once the ginseng takes foot, it'll go like mad. So we're just going to lay those again, just like that, up on end. No big deal. Just like that up on end. Come on, camera, bounce. There we go. I'm kind of doing this live, and again off the side of the hill. It's never easy. We're just going to put 3 right in there. Maybe we'll get a 4th one here. Okay, so what's going to happen in nature if I didn't come check these, right? What would happen in nature is these ginseng berries plants are going to grow up and they're going to hang down this rock. And the berries that are on the plant are going to fall off and go down this drainage, and those seeds are going to set behind other objects. So it is important to a degree to find a slope where there's stair steps of debris, logs, big stones, but yet gravelly, coarse, heavily dirt-laden soil. And you can give it the old smell test. You can tell. Again, we're in the Ozarks. Everything's a little different. Okay, so we got those done. Sorry for the vehicle again. We got those done. We're just going to kind of move these leaves out of the way. We're just going to plant this whole area like that. Just going to rake this gravel down in here. Get some of this that we scooped off to the side. Put it in here and pat that down. And there you go. That's how Yeti does it. We'll do it all the way up this slope to this fern. And then we'll probably move down to this boulder here in just a second. Be right back. Again, what I've done now is I've taken a log, and here's the first stone we laid, and here's the first plants we planted, and I've laid this log in front of it, and I battened it with some stone. Okay, and here's the second 4 or 5 roots that we put in above that one, and then we're going to move right over here on this long log. And we're going to do the same thing right here. We're going to clear this out, get this debris out of the way, and we're going to put in a couple of plants right there, okay? It's just a simple process. It's just something you got to do. It takes a little bit of time. Let me move this mega stone out of the way. So There's a good spot right here. It's pretty loose. We're just going to dig that up because we've already battened it. And we've already put a few roots right here. So that's good. Just move this debris out of the way. Get a couple stones in here, block this up. I do apologize for the cars, everybody. This right here is periwinkle. We need to get it out of the way. And these honeysuckles, they'll strangle it. Again, we're just going to open it up. Really good spot right here because you got a rock already sticking out where the bluff edge is. Ginseng loves to grow under rocks. 1, 2, there's the third one. A 4th one. And then we'll come right back here and we'll drop in a 5th one. All right, and we're just gonna get from the top, and we're just gonna let that beautiful soil that's laying there on top, it's already fertile. The best soil in the Ozarks is the first 4 inches, so we're just gonna, that's it. That's all we're gonna do. All right, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope this video wasn't too long. We're going to go down the other side of the ridge and plant the rest of these here in just a minute. We'll have a video coming up soon on how to do the berries, how to plant the berry beds as well, and the best place to do those. And I appreciate every one of you tuning in and taking the time to watch these videos in full. Please go on over to patreon.com to Yeti Mountain Trading and become a monthly supporter and get extra sneak peeks on stuff that we're doing in the forests, special hunts and things like that. And tune in to Instagram at Yeti419 if you want to see what we're doing behind the scenes and all that family stuff. And we love you and we appreciate you for coming in. Stay lifted, everybody. Yeti Man loves you. Peace out.